this might be just a little bit of a waiting game now while we wait for the Crusade in a couple years and try not to get killed. It must have been the culture conversion last time, because I think I wasn't able to kick William out of the... Yeah, he hates us. Not only because we fired him from the council, but...
Oh.
No, he's English, so converting to English should have made him like us more, not less.
Plot to... Can we kill him?
We can try. We probably won't be successful. It
Do
usually... yeah. I mean, who's gonna arrest us?
Yeah, right? We rule this land.
Some people will help us. Our current spy master will help us at it, so, you know, I'll just be going on in the background, whether or not it works.
Okay. New important decision.
Here's the thing. Extorting our subjects, that could get us some quick money, but I think people hate us enough right now without us doing that. So Crusades are extremely, extremely goddamn profitable if we can contribute a decent amount. So right now I think the best thing we can do is to... King Henry just did some tyrannical stuff. What can I possibly do to endear Duke Robert II to me? I am not particularly experienced in making people like me, but it cannot be that hard. Isn't there a bard mocking him in Derby? Send Duke Robert the head of one of his detractors, hoping it will sway him to your cause. He is cruel. He'll probably like that. I will teach him how to deal with his enemies. Write a long list of suggestions to Duke Robert, explaining all the many terrifying ways a good count deters treason from his subjects, hoping it will sway him to your cause. I mean, he's cruel. I think either one of these might work.
Let's send him ahead.
Send him ahead? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Duke Robert II seemed to have been put a bit off by my thoughtful present. Nevertheless, he thanked me for taking the time to prepare it. How nice of him. He likes us a little bit more now.
That's a bit good.
Still in the negatives, but, monks from the nearby monastery have been stopping by to trade for supplies quite often lately. They usually linger to talk and exchange knowledge. I should seek their company more often, or how tedious these men of God. That will make us cynical, which will be like, we're not very, passionate about, religion. Or we could seek their company more often. The religious folk will like us a little bit better, and we might learn something by talking to them.
Yeah, let's learn something.
Okay, we didn't learn something, but our piety is a little bit increased, which is good. Crusade for Egypt. In a grand announcement, the Pope declares a crusade for Egypt. It was once part of the core Christian lands, and lords from all across the world gather to fight for it in a grand war once more. The Egyptian lands have long been under the tyrannical rule of the Mohammedan infidel Caliph Al-Amir, but with the upcoming Christian onslaught, it is only a matter of time before he will fall. God will grant remission of sin to everyone partaking in the righteous war. Deus Vult.
Deus Vult.
The crusade for Egypt begins, and we get even more piety.
God boys.
So all this blue. So both the King of England himself and all of the individual vassals, because the Pope, I'm pretty sure, sends letters out to every Catholic in the entire world. So Catholics across Europe are all rising up. These blue are all our allies, and they're all going to start getting on boats and heading over to Egypt now.
Holy shit.
Yep. So individually, our realm may be weak, but if we can hook up with one of the bigger armies, we can gain a lot of prestige just by helping them out with their parts of the war.
Okay.
And the best part about this is that our vassals don't even mind that we're raising the troops, because it is for the most justified war possible. So we're going to raise up boats, get our boys on the boats, and send them down to Egypt. Just to be clear, are we going on this one?
We're going.
We're going? We're crusading ourselves?
Let's do it.
All right, hopefully we got our wife...
Show a little face.
Yeah, hopefully we got our wife pregnant before we left.
Oh, God. Forgot about the sun.
Yeah. But here's the thing, our marshal, very good. Better than our own commanders, actually, so we'll probably be okay. But anything can happen. In my studies of warfare, I've come to realize that clever tactics on the battlefield is only part of the story. There are other disciplines of equal importance. Inspire the men and they will invade hell for you. We'll become an inspiring leader. It's not glamorous, but wars are won through sieges. We'll be able to siege down enemy provinces faster and take the land under our control. Or armies must move with speed. We can move across land much quicker.
I think the quicker we are, the better. Let's go with that.
All right, we become a military organizer. Egypt is also being racked by consumption, so that's great. If we don't die of getting stabbed by infidels, we might just die of tuberculosis.
That's alright.
Yeah.
Damn, I should have had a son.
I finally stand before the destination of the crusade. With sword in hand, I am ready to storm the walls of Damietta. Excellent. Our armies now stand poised to take part in the crusade for the Sultan of Egypt. Deus Vult. We gain the trait Crusader. And in a game, and we get new armor for being a Crusader, which is sick.
It's pretty fancy.
Yep. We're also gonna we're gonna bring back a lot fewer troops than we brought over, so we don't need as many ships.
What, they gonna die or something?
People do tend to die in big wars.
Tuberculosis.
As I walk through the streets of Damietta, I suddenly feel someone bump into me as a boy runs down the street, with a pouch that looks surprisingly like mine in his hands.
We're not gonna let him off scot-free with stealing from me. That's not okay.
Yeah, obviously not.
I don't want to be too cruel. This kid seems to know what he's doing, so let's see if he could work for me, maybe.
Alright, let's see if he's useful. In our court, there's now Ali, a 6-year-old Sunni boy, but he is a little bit dim. He's not the smartest. He's weak.
Sure.
He has a lisp, but he is very diligent, and he is greedy and ambitious just like us, so who knows? So he is 6 years old, which means we are in charge of his education. It seems like he's already geared towards being a little bit of a sneak, a little bit of a spy, so maybe we should, he's very loyal to us. His opinion of us is the highest it could possibly be. He's, in fact, our good friend. He considers us a friend, and we consider him a friend. So, he would make an excellent spy master. He would never betray us if he was our spy master, probably.
Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. The last spy master killed us.
Yep, probably. We think. We're not sure, but yeah, probably.
Probably. This kid tried to steal my wallet, but he's not very good at it because he got caught.
And
But
he's not a bad
actually,
he's not a bad person. He's probably just some poor. He's not a noble. He's a lowborn. He's probably just a street urchin, and he likes money. And honestly, we can relate to that.
Yeah, and he's stupid. So if he ever tries to kill me, he probably won't do it. Let's do it.
All right,
He's our spy master.
let's teach him about Catholic court so that he can.
Yeah, he
the
can't be
future.
a Muslim. That's not okay.
Yeah,
That's,
we'll convert him when he becomes an adult.
Okay, good. All right, yeah.
Actually, it might be better to just... Actually, you know what? Let's change childhood focus to heritage. That'll make him a proper English man and Catholic. Because the person we've set as his tutor is an English Catholic. And right now, so we didn't bring over 4,000 people. We only brought over 1,400. But 2 other small groups have linked up to us. So we're now leading essentially 4,000 men. So we can certainly protect ourselves better. And more even might join us, which is doing great. I wake up to the voice of what I am sure to be God after a late night with my men. It only lasted a second, but I am sure I was told to use all my resources to continue our righteous crusade and help my allies.
So what you're telling me is I went on a bender and heard God.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that was definitely God. It must be so.
It must be so. So being zealous, that's just more piety per month, and we get better at fighting because of how zealous we are in our beliefs.
Oh my God.
Our martial score is 18. Like 20 is considered like excellent, like peak. Your court chaplain, Bishop Walter of... First of all, who's sending us these letters from England? We're over here in Egypt. Your court chaplain, Bishop Walter of Southwell, has been discovered charging money for various religious favors and putting the gold in his own pocket.
That's just not okay, right? Like, that's our pocket he's taking it out of, technically.
Yeah.
Okay. No! Fuck that guy. No, intolerable. Nope.
Intolerable. He is no longer our court chaplain, and he's mad at us. But we're mad at him, too. Do need a new court chaplain, though, so,
Who likes us?
Who likes us? This guy likes us. He's not good at his job, but he likes us, so that's more important.
He's a bishop, too, yeah. Yeah.
As we camp for the night, riders bearing the cross suddenly approach. Led by the pious Grand Master Archimbald of the Knights Templar, they settle down for the night. Just before I am going to sleep, Archimbald asks if I want to stay up and converse with him. It's a great opportunity for friendship, but we might get sick from being out in the cold all night. Or my apologies, but it is too late for that.
Nah, a little cold's never hurt anybody. Let's
All
do
right,
it.
a great opportunity for friendship. We are literally best friends with the captain of the Grand Master of the Templars.
Okay.
You've been nervous for the last couple of nights, sleeping restlessly, feeling a strange pull on your mind. During the days you have been tired, but also tense with anticipation, sensing something important arriving. Now at night, as you wake and see the full moon rise, you finally understand. It's the moon. It speaks to you. It is time to rise, time to become the wolf, time to go out, time to be free, time to lose your mind to the moon madness. Ow, we are a werewolf.
What?
You
Wait, for real?
strange things happen around us on some full moon. No, we're probably just crazy, but strange things happen around us on full moons. You run through the night seeking prey. You eventually find it and you pounce, tearing, slashing, gouging, all the while howling like the wolf you are. In the end, the panic squealing stops. We just killed a pig while sleepwalking.
Okay.
You wake in the morning, but you feel as though you haven't slept at all. You vaguely remember having nightmares. You seem to have something wet and sticky on your chest. As you look down, you realize that you're covered in blood. It's clearly not yours, and you don't remember how it got there. There's something about it, however, that awakens a vague exhilaration in you. Strange. Are we still trying to make Duke Robert like us, even over here in Egypt? Where is he, by the way? Is he fighting?
Yeah, is he here?
No, he's in middle. Oh, the king has put him on a job, so he's not over here.
Okay.
I think we're in Egypt. We don't have time for this right now.
No, I'm a werewolf now. We don't, no. None of that.
Where are the Muslims? They haven't even come to challenge us.
They just know they're gonna lose.
There's another street urchin. Are we recruiting?
Why am I getting robbed so much?
Well,
What?
we're not losing money unless we say that we're gonna let them go. We don't actually lose anything.
No, I'm just gonna bring home a bunch of Muslim kids with me. That's fine. All right. Yeah, keep him.
All right.
Oh God.
Make them a proper English Catholic. I mean, here's the thing. We're getting... Once they grow up, they're going to be technically no different from the other English Catholics in our court, except they're going to love us for the rest of their lives.
Yep. Yeah.
And this one's good. He's tall, attractive, kind of absent-minded, cynical, and also greedy, obviously. But, if he's tall, if we train him properly, he might become a good commander, a good warrior for us.
All right. Yeah. Let's make that a priority. After he turns to Catholicism.
We're leading 13,000 troops, although some of these might just be passing through the area, but still, that's insane.
We're winning Cairo.
We are, and everyone else is doing the dirty work of actually doing the straight-up battles for us. A group of Crusaders has beheaded several of the locals in Cairo for no other reason than them being Ismaili. Was this really why we came to Egypt?
Yeah.
So we participate in the executions. They didn't commit any crimes. They're just infidels. We could say we could reconsider the fact that we're cruel and stop being cruel because God would never approve of this, or we can just allow the status quo to go on and be somewhat accepted for it. I'm actually going to bring our boats over because it seems like the war is going to be over soon.
Well, you had me at infidels. I say we kill him.
We participate?
Participate.
Leave some for me. Victorious Crusaders. The Catholic Crusade for Egypt has ended. Pope Sergius V won. God has granted High King Toridelbach of Tara victory in the Crusade for Egypt. Caliph Al-Amir has been beaten at every turn through the war, and he has finally had to give up on his holdings in Egypt. High King Toridelbach, who is this? Who's child? Okay, this is the daughter of the High King of Tara, which is in Ireland, I believe.
Mayo.
Yeah, Mayo. Mayo. Has granted the new lands of Egypt to Grain Ua Concobar, his daughter. The Pope has made an announcement about the victory and virtues of the Crusaders as true faithful protectors of the faith. With the Muslims being pushed out of their old lands, there are certainly more conflicts to come. Praise God. And
Praise God.
We got our reward. We got a whole bunch of gold for our participation, and the Pope gave us an artifact. He gave us a suit of armor and the Holy Blood Crown of St. Judith. Oh, wait, no, that's hers. That's not ours. We got splint mail armor, which makes us better in battle when we're commanding.
Okay.
So that's cool. And we got a whole bunch of money to the point where we completed our ambition to build a war chest. And I think next we become the Duke because we have the money for it.
Let's be a duke and have a kid.
Fate smiles upon me. My wife Alice is pregnant. Hold up. Haven't we?
What?
Sure.
What? How long have we been gone?
We've been gone for over a year.
What?
Pregnant?
I
don't know. Well, you know what? I did hit stop leading armies so that we wouldn't be in the consumption. I think that just teleported us back home somehow, even though we haven't gotten on the boats yet.
I don't know. I got my eye on her.
Me too. Yeah, we got to keep our eye on her.
That's what?
Doge John of Singapore, which is a merchant republic off the coast here in England, has arrived unexpectedly at Derby asking for an audience. You suspect the man intends to convince you to join his tradition faction. So within the Kingdom of England, there are different factions, all that have their goals. The tradition faction is the most religiously minded one. And indeed, when you meet at the gates, he is all smiles and eager to discuss business. What shall you tell him?
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, we're a Crusader. We
We-
just fought for the true faith over in Egypt, so we would be glad to join the tradition faction.
Oh my god, boy.
Basically, we're in a workers' union, but it's a religious workers' union. Phillipe Maddogs has become Duke of England. We didn't even do it. Dear son-in-law, may you live in harmony and contentment. I've decided to grant you the Duchy of Lincoln in recognition of your service and nobility of spirit. The king, we didn't even have to spend our own money to create it. The king created it and then gave it to us because we own most of the land within it already. And we now rule over the guy who rules Leicester.
Oh my god. Is it because I knocked up his daughter?
Probably. We fulfilled the ambition to become Duke. So I think next priority is have a son, right? Makes sense.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do another one.
We've established our land, and now we need to keep it. And, 50-50 chance that this is a son. I don't know what the chances are that it's ours, but... Alright, so now one thing to consider
Yep.
is that, so this count, he's now under us. He's still autonomous, but he's paying taxes to us. But because he's our only vassal that is at count level, he actually has 2 counties. But he's powerful within the realm. He has 1,500 men just on his own, so he expects to be on the council, or else he'll be upset. He is pretty good at collecting taxes. I think he's actually better than the guy we currently have, and it looks like he hates us right now, but that's just because he wants to be on the council. So,
if he's better at getting money, let's do it.
so it's above neutral. Get more money.
Get it. So that's our plot right now. Okay.
Just bring our soldiers back. I could scarcely believe it, but the pregnancy has made my wife Alice look more beautiful than she ever was. Whenever we are in the same room, I can hardly take my eyes off her. Better make a move quickly. She'll like us more. I don't know how it can cause a pregnancy when she's already pregnant. Or she is with child. I should not look at her this way. We'll have a chance of losing lustful. I mean, she's our wife. Do we care?
Move quickly. I don't know.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not just not going to do anything. My
Yep.
spy master tells me that information about my plot to kill our former spy master might have leaked to someone outside the conspiracy. We do not know who yet, but maybe we will hear from him. Can my spy master never bring me good news?
God damn it.
Dear son-in-law, may you live in harmony and contentment. I would like to give you a seat on my council and therefore offer you the title of steward. So just because in the same way we had to give this guy a seat on the council because he's powerful, we are now a duke, and it looks like we're strong enough within the realm to warrant a spot on the council. So he's offering us to be the tax collector, which, it's not our worst stat.
Yeah, and we're strong. Let's do it. Yep. He looks like a pope. What?
This is the court chaplain who stole stuff.
Oh,
We still
I
can't
don't like
imprison.
him.
The council doesn't want us to do it. It would be tyranny if we went against the council's wishes on this.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna make him marry our ugliest child.
He can't marry anyone. He's a bishop.
Damn. What?
Oh, we became the leader of the tradition faction somehow. Okay.
Huh.
So
What?
I don't know. The other guy must have left or died or something, and we were the most powerful or respected member of it. So we can hold a meeting to discuss some things with the people.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we can also search for a smith, which will let us make crown jewel. So we have pretty good armor right now that the Pope gave us, but we can make a weapon for ourselves or make some crown jewels to increase our majesty.
Let's make some jewels.
Now we got some money to burn. I always imagined I would be the first of us to go, but now I am the one mourning the departure of my dear friend, the Grand Master of the Knights Templar. He died of illness.
Oh no.
Never again.
Maybe drinking too much.
Never again will I hear Arcambaude's jolly laugh or receive his wise counsel. It is as if I have lost an essential part of myself.
Conversation with him.
Yeah. I've probably already had one drink too many when I am joined at the table by an equally intoxicated man. It takes me a few minutes to realize, but it surely must be Jarl Orm, another old friend of Arcambaude. What tavern did we go to that we found a Norwegian Jarl? He's across the ocean from us. Like, how did we meet this guy? We spent quite some time reminiscing about our old comrade. He was also a friend of the Templar Grandmaster. So we could become friends with him or just be left alone.
Yeah, let's make friends with the Nord.
Yeah, he's a fellow Crusader.
Do it.
We've got a lot in common. Why make enemies when you can make friends? One by one, the lords and ladies of the tradition faction assemble at my residence in Derby. It is quite clear that the prevailing mood is that of fondness towards King Henry and that things are going well in England. As faction leader, it is up to me to address them and determine the agenda for the meeting to come. So we're already the faction leader, but we can make the other members, who are the other vassals, like us more. We could rally support for King Henry. We can stir discontent towards him, or just, make sure nothing gets done. It looks like people already like him, like King Henry at the meeting, so we don't want to piss people off by rabble rousing too much. I don't think.
All right. So let's strengthen my position.
All right. I have decided that this meeting is best spent promoting the interests of my most important ally, myself. How will I proceed? Hold a self-congratulatory speech. 1% chance of it being met with cheers and applause. Better chance than not, we're not going to be very well received. Ask the faction for membership dues. The assembled lords will vote on your proposal for membership dues. So money for them. I don't know if they're going to vote. I don't know if they're going to vote yes for that, but it doesn't say a percentage, so we can try.
Let's do it.
Hey, I'm leading this faction. I'm clearly holding everything together. The proposal failed, but people did. Some people did vote for it.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Oh well.
All right.